we would like to first introduce ourselves and our work. It is a short introduction video in which we would like to share about our work and upcoming projects. Through this knowledge sharing, we would also be happy to receive your queries and suggestions as these are evolving projects. TARA stands for Team for Accessibility and Reasonable Accommodation, and it is a part of a new project at Vidyasagar. Our team's prime focus is towards bringing in accessibility to personal spaces. Introducing ourselves. This entire project is the brainchild of Poonam Natarajan, founder Vidyasagar and former chairperson, National Trust. Then we have our mentor, Shivani Gupta, a self-advocate who is passionate about inclusion. She was the lead facilitator for TARA. She is one of the India's top accessibility consultant and founder of Accessibility, which is a cross-disability consultancy that provides architectural access and universal design consultancy. And that's us, the TARA members Bhavna, Hari, Krishna and Veda, who are here to take this dream forward. The main objective of the team is to work on making homes and workplaces accessible for persons with disabilities and elderly, thereby facilitating independent living. By bringing in accessibility to homes, we enable the individual to fully participate in the daily living. So we TARA believe in the abilities of persons with disabilities rather than the impairment, and hence we play the role of change agents by opening up possibilities for the stakeholders to analyze and decide on what suits them best. While opening up possibilities, it is always important for us to first understand the needs of the stakeholder and constantly remember that we are not experts to decide, rather respect and stick to the choice of the individual. Through this process of understanding the needs and exploring the possibilities, we therein facilitate independent and enhanced living for both the individual and the family. Speaking about the inception of TARA, a needs-based assessment was conducted in the year 2015 for 110 adults with disabilities and their families over a period of 3 months. It was observed that persons with disabilities are restricted from participation across all domains of life, such as domestic activities, pursuing their hobbies and interests, enjoying leisure, sports and culture, education and accessible workplace. They also expressed inadequacy of assistive devices. The study gave rise to the need of a model for addressing those concerns. And so BLISS evolved. BLISS stands for Begin to Live Interdependently with Support Systems. It is an upcoming resource center that would focus on independent living for adults with disabilities. The universal and overwhelming worry of parents who have a child who is now an adult, especially a person with a developmental disability, is, what will happen to my child once I am gone? At BLISS, we first try to unpack what living independently in the community means to our stakeholders. People with disabilities get very few opportunities to develop a support circle or make choices that can enrich their lives. Even within the family, participation and decision-making may be limited, incapacity is assumed. The resource center, BLISS, will have 9 pillars, and this would help set up the support systems. One of the 9 pillars of BLISS is TARA. After the emergence of BLISS model, in the next couple of years, ideas were collated to expand the domains of the resource center after discussions with various professionals and stakeholders. This process of concept gathering is still an ongoing process, and hence we would be happy to hear your inputs and suggestions as well. To understand better on the accessibility issues and the areas associated with it, a background study was initiated in the month of September 2018. The study gave a clear picture on realizing that achieving accessibility need not necessarily be an immediate one-shot process but could be done in a progressive way. Under the mentorship of Shivani Gupta, the TARA training kick-started in July 2019. And TARA came into action from November 2019. Throwing some light on our work profile, it primarily focuses on making homes and personal spaces of people with disabilities accessible, which includes the process of conducting access audits and exploring accessible solutions, but we just don't stop there. We also expand our horizon by networking with professional technicians and increase the resource base for access. We constantly create awareness among people with disabilities, the elderly, their carers, on the importance of access. We advocate with the government for schemes to fund access in personal and work spaces. Home modification is an individual-driven process and the needs vary from person to person. Hence we believe that it is highly important to consider the human element throughout the entire process of home modification. We don't directly drive to the solution of the need, requirement, we try to understand the stakeholders' perspective and vision of an accessible home and also meet the family members to take in their views and understand the family dynamics to rule down to a collective decision. This entire process is drafted when an individual steps forward to us to make her home accessible. Whereas a community or a group home is concerned, we handle the discussions with builders, architects, making them familiar with the concepts of accessible spaces and universal design. We do access audit of the space, present a report, followed by the implementation and follow-up stages. Taking you through our journey so far, we would like to highlight a few events. Commemorating World Disability Day, on December 3, 2019, we put up a stall on assistive and adaptive aids that facilitates independent living at Anna University, Chennai. It was a one-day walk-around exhibition where various other partner organizations also displayed their expertise in the field of assistive technology. Collaborating with the Department for the Welfare of Differently Abled, Government of Tamil Nadu, a model accessible home was set up at the 46th India Tourist and Industrial Fair, Island Grounds. The expo was a 75 days exhibition which was inaugurated on December 22 and extended till March 7, 2020. We worked extensively with the architect team ensuring to adapt to the components of universal design while planning the model home, with space standards for barrier-free environment. Both these projects were initiated as a means of building awareness and thus acted as a carrier to deliver the need for accessible homes for independent living to the general public and to observe their acceptance of the same. Adding to this, we are currently working on 6 home modification projects which includes a Montessori school, a group home dining space, a rented residential place, a slum home, a hostel room and 1 more apartment space. We would also like to share with you all about our upcoming project which we are collaborating with the Department of the Welfare of the Differently Abled. The project is tentatively called as the Museum of Possibilities, which is coming up at the Commissionerate Office at Anna Salai, Chennai. Inspired by the Sambhav scheme of National Trust, which is a facility to showcase all assistive devices and technology available across the country, the museum would be a permanent facility cum demonstration center to showcase a model accessible space with universal design, assistive devices and technology for persons with disabilities covering all domains. The museum would fill up the gap of lack of exposure to all aids at one place where people can try different possibilities and decide on what best suits their needs. The model that has been planned is Live Work Play. The Live model would focus on accessible home, the Work model would focus on communication, learning and accessible workstation, and finally the Play model would be focusing on leisure. Through the said model, we are aspiring to reach the people through face-to-face, digitally, via technical support, through networks and research and documentation cell. For this project, we would be partnering with other various organizations and research units across the country to bring in all available and developed assistive and adaptive aids. Hence, we would also be interested to collaborate with any of your ideas to diversify the project further.